All right, guys, get ready for a haul from Walmart, or should I say Hallmart.
Well, you're fat. You're fatty.
Hey, dumpster divers, and welcome back to another video of maybe my camera's straight. Who cares? I'm not. So, as you saw in the thumbnail, we are unboxing these new Enchanted Stories Disney Princess dolls from Mattel. They're basically just regular old classic 5-point articulation playline dolls, but they come with cloth fabric clothing. And of course, matching fashion packs. So yeah, I think each one of these dolls is around $15, which, no spoilers, but that's probably all you should pay for one of these. And then I believe the fashion packs are like $9 each, $10, something like that. So I got the 4 main Disney princesses that are included in this round: Cinderella, Belle, Tiana, Ariel, and their matching fashion packs. So we're just gonna unbox these, see how they are. Obviously, for longtime doll collectors dealing with Mattel, people who are fans of the Disney princesses, etc., this looks like a really good step in the right direction. And for the price point, taking into the fact of inflation, tariffs, whatever, blah, 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 we'll see if these are worth anything. So I'm going to bring you guys in for a closer look and we'll go from there. So first things first, I thought I'd give you guys a close-up of the packaging and everything because I think it's actually really cute. So they have kind of like this diamond cut with these evening stars and just these nice little window displays. These new, more like overly rendered drawings of the princesses where there's like a lot of highlight, low light, shadows, etc. We got Cindy in a less blue dress, which is a little bit more movie accurate towards the silvery looking one. And then we got those more updated face sculpts that are really cute. Just give them like this nice soft little situation. You can see all 4 come with tiaras, some accessories. Some of their ears are pierced, some of them have necklaces. There's no gloves. I would really have appreciated some gloves. And then I wanted to show you their packaging from the side. I think it's really cute packaging, and then it kind of shows you the matching fashion packs that come with the girls. Well, not with them, but included in this collection. And then everybody here comes with a picture of them in their main dress, their fashion pack, and then a little like play set that comes along with them. Belle having a tea set, Cinderella having her horse-drawn carriage, of course, Tiana having a little kitchen, and Ariel, nothing. And then from this side of the packaging, you can just see the girls kind of peeking out of the side, and you can tell that they all have like varying height differences and everything. Obviously, Ariel being one of the shorter princesses because she is the Little Mermaid. Here are the fashion packs a little bit closer up. You can see that they show off all their little accessories, and then they come with like their little sparkly printed details. I will say, just from looking, Tiana's is probably like the cutest. Ariel's scales are a little cheese ball. And we'll get to Cinderella and Belle. And then on the back of the fashion packs, they are set up just like the dolls themselves, where it shows off some other things you can buy to help create their world a little bit more. But let's go ahead and get all 4 of these girls unboxed. So here is Ariel outside of the packaging in her pink gown with sleeves and everything for the first time in who knows how long from Mattel. Maybe since Mermaid Princess Ariel? I'm not sure. I do regret to inform you guys that she is poly. The way her hair looks online and the way it is in real life is definitely a sign of marketing, as you can tell. She does have earrings and she does have that adorable little face. It is pixelated, as you can see. Then her bodice is a different fabric than the rest of her skirt and her dress and her sleeves. Her sleeves and then this outer layer of the skirt are that pink tulle. And then the fabric down here is that more sturdier, plasticky kind of fabric where they have this foiling printed on. And I mean, you can hear it. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And then she does come with high-heeled shoes. She's not a flat foot or anything. And they are sea stars, some seashells. They wrap around her ankle. And yeah, they're just really cute, pink, solid, same color all the way through with like a shiny pearlescent finish. Surprisingly, the pattern does go all the way around to the back with the foiling and everything. There's a good amount of tulle back here too. And, you know, it is held together with Velcro, which is normal. And then, of course, the 5 points of articulation that are standard, where she can move in the head, the shoulders, the hips. There's no bend at the knee or ankles. And she has the standard Mattel 2025 nowadays body. And then here is Ariel as a mermaid. She does come with a second purple tiara you can put on, a purple flower in her hair. I did have to brush her hair out because of the poly, and it looks better. And then her top is also made out of that like stretchy laser cut fabric, but you can see right here it's really distressing once you put the Velcro on in the back and secure it. There are ribbons. Her feet do stick out of the bottom, but they did make the tail a little bit longer and a little less obvious. Her fins are made out of tulle. Her fabric here, it's the fabric we've seen before, but it feels really cool. It's got like this really nice shine to it. And then she does, of course, come with a dingle hopper. I would have liked if they did the tulle up here too, but it's fine. Then in the back, obviously the bra is held together with Velcro. The tail is just stretchy enough that it can slip right on. And I know some people don't like when the feet stick out of the bottom, but I like it. It reminds me very much of like the 90s mermaid Barbies. But with that being said, this is definitely the outfit I want to keep Ariel in. The pink dress with the sleeves is just so rare, and I love this. So next up is Tiana. This way you can get a better close-up look at her hair, which is, because it's up and because it's all producted, I'm going to assume that this is also poly, but I can't tell fully just from like looking at it, and I can't really feel it either because of the product. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's poly. Then you can see her earrings, her cute little face, which is also pixelated, but I feel like the makeup's done a little bit better. I would have liked to see some eyeshadow though. Then the top is laser cut with no hems, same with this fabric right here, which I know it's curling because it's cheap, but that's kind of cute. It's very like plant life bayou colors. And then you do get this little flower bit right here, which is also super cute. And then the tulle does continue down into the leaves, and there's a bunch of different pieces and stuff cut out, and it does continue all the way to the back as well, held together with some Velcro. And then you can see the foil skirt, and then the foil skirt just has like a bunch of lily pads and everything on it. And then she does have this super cute shoe cut where it's also just some more like floral stuff from the bayou. And then it's kind of like cut up in little flapper styles, very 1920s actually. It's super cute. And now we have Tiana in her evening star wishing outfit. I did remove her other crown because she is going to stay in this outfit permanently, which was held down with tabbies. This one, it fits on really well and it's really secure on there, so that's great. Now the earrings don't match, but that's not that big of a deal. Then you can see her silver necklace with a bunch of little like molded in details, giving it some texture and character. And then you can see on her blue dress that there's like some evening star, wishing stars kind of a thing. And then it's like the same kind of fabric that Ariel's tail is made out of, just a little less stretchy, but it has all these like glittery sequined moments in it. And you can't tell because it's on, but there is it's cheap. It's just like some little piece of tulle right here, but it is acting as a lining through the bodice. So that's nice. It is lined technically. The Velcro doesn't super duper fit in the back, but once again, the pattern goes all the way around. And then the bow, I really appreciate because it's a huge fat fabric bow that isn't a printed on detail, and they took some time and effort with it. And then underneath the skirt, of course, are her silver shoes, which are also super cute. They're very metallic looking, and they just have like some nice little details sculpted in. I would have liked if they had included some gloves, but we have some extras. Next up we have Cindy, who does have this adorable little face sculpt. Her hair is a little, it is what it is. She does come with her choker. Like I said, her clothing is a little bit more light blue, leaning silver than like the deep blue that they usually market her as. She does have poofy sleeves, no gloves, obviously. Of course, also held together with Velcro in the back, and then her poofs go all the way around in the back too. There is the foiling on her skirt, which is pumpkins and vines. And then she does, of course, come with her glass slippers. And then here's Fuck. And then here's Cinderella in her pink dress. I'm gonna put her back in her blue dress, so I didn't take off her blue tiara, but you can see she does come with a headband, so you could let her hair down. She does come with the beaded necklace. And then, okay, so if you look at the dress from just like right here, they did all this cute little stuff, like the ribbons, the different fabrics, just all these little embellishments and details, and then woof. It's just like all these printed on details where they did like, they even put in like contour and pleats, and it's on the exact kind of fabric you would think it would be on. Of course, all held together in the back with Velcro. And then her shoes do not fit on her feet, which canonically makes sense. But you can see they're just pink, see-through, plasticky shoes with little molded in details and everything. But yeah, they will not stay on her feet. So the dress. Honestly, they did so much up here and then just... And I really wish they just would have continued with this fabric all the way down and had to do that, and then just like a white fabric like this just underneath. Like, simplify the dress. It doesn't need to be incredibly movie accurate because this doesn't look any better. And then it would have been a fine dress. And finally, we have Belle out of the package. I did leave her box hair as is just so you can get a look at it. It is also poly, of course. That is the back all done up. There's the bun and then the little bits before they come tendrils. Obviously, I'm going to brush that out. And then I noticed Tiana is the only one that doesn't have these elastic straps for her green dress. So I don't know if it was just mine specifically because all the other girls have them, or if it's just Tiana. But it would be nice to have them to hang up in like a closet or something. So I will say they never get Belle's face perfect, but I think this is a really good representation of Belle's face. I think she looks absolutely adorable. Her little earrings are like the perfect little studs. Obviously they have to put in a little rose detail, and then I like that they added this. The bodice is like a nice simple thing. I like that they zhooshed this up a little bit for a playline doll. Obviously her foiling theme is roses. Of course everything continues in the back and is held together with a piece of Velcro on the bodice. And then underneath she has really metallic-y gold shoes that are very Baroque with some more rose details and all sorts of other little things. All right, and here's Belle in that secondary outfit. Once again, she's one I'm going to keep in her yellow dress, so I didn't take out her tiara, but you can see she has like this little hair clip that just goes right in and then kind of gives her like a bow look, which is an inventive way to do that. I like the way that was done because it's really easy to put in and then take out. She's held together with a single piece of Velcro in the back, and then she does come with this little pink bracelet that's rose. So she's the only one that has like a fabric like this where it's like really stretchy like that, and then it's all printed on details too. She still has that sateen like upholstery fabric right here, but then on this weird stretchy fabric, well, I guess Ariel's bra was made out of this too. Yeah, because it's that raw laser cut edge where there's no hemming. Yeah, all these printed on details, like this lacy little apron situation, and then these little details on the bottom. She does come with a collar though, so that's kind of nice. And she comes with these black shoes that also have roses on the front. And now for this, instead of like that little wrist accessory, I would have liked to see a book. That would have been cute, and I like when Mattel makes doll-sized books. Okay, so that was the girls up close. I have them more in their permanent outfits. Obviously, I love Tiana with these gloves on. I also would have taken where the princess is like, this is also made out of a similar tulle material. It's just these really easy, cheap gloves that come with that fancy Belle that I got like a year or two ago. Those on these girls to match like how Ariel has her sleeves, the tulle. Now, if Tiana would have got some green gloves with her green dress, if Cindy would have got some white gloves that match this with her dress that were similar to these, like on Belle, and the Belle, obviously, you know, she gets these yellow ones, I think that would have been a perfect way to add just a little bit more flavor. Obviously, they saved money by making the pixelated screen faces and by using poly and giving them, you know, the standard 5 points of articulation for playline, which is For this price point, that's fine. But to help welcome the girls into my collection, we're gonna give them a little present. So my girls get to be rewarded by Mattel for being a good girl and giving them fabric clothing. We're gonna open up this little closet so that they have a place to store all their cute little accessories and fabrics. Okay, wow, I will say this was an impressive little set. I wasn't gonna buy it when it was $40, but when it was on clearance for $15, hell yeah. So it has these little windows that can pop out and double as shelves. There's this vanity mirror that's also a window. There's some storage space, a little hand mirror, a ton of little shelves for storage. It does come with this vanity chair. And then the accessories are a bunch of like hair clips, a necklace, some more tiaras, some extra shoes. Where are they? Those golden shoes. There's like a makeup brush, a compact, a thing of perfume, an extra Real brush. And then you can see there is a place to hang their clothes. There's some little extra pieces. Tiana doesn't have the strap, so her dress is just standing up on its own. And then you twist these birds and this curtain reveals the princesses. There's a little stand underneath. And they can't walk the runway, but you can pull it out really easy and then stick it back in. So there's a little princess fashion show. All right, guys, and that's just kind of it. I just wanted to give you a closer look. They are very much playline dolls, but if I had to rate them, I'd say like a 7 out of 10. I think they're really good. I think the little secondary outfit fashion packs, because we always say in the doll world, that could have been a fashion pack. That could have been a fashion pack. And these were. And I think they're good little fashion packs if you exclude Belle and Cinderella's secondary outfits. Belle's is a little less egregious. Something about the shading and the contouring and everything on top of that like cheapy, heavy, plasticky fabric, you know, the feel. Awful. Everything else I love though, the base outfit, the little foiling motif, it gives it that shine, that glitter. It's very princess. I think they're fantastic for the price point. Obviously this isn't the standard for playline dolls. We have the hard tops still, as you saw, that are slightly cheaper. I think they're only $2 or $3 cheaper. So it might be worth splurging to pay the $15 for these. Like I said, they do have poly, so that's just something you're gonna have to deal with. You can reroute a $15 doll if you want, or you can, I don't know how you fix poly hair. I don't know if you like wash it good, boil, rinse the hell out of it, what you do with it. I'll figure it out. I'll watch some tutorials. But yeah, guys, honestly, for the price point, for it being current day Mattel quality, I think they're fucking fantastic. I do feel like this feels like a designer somewhere working for Mattel really pushed for some grandeur, and obviously there had to be caveats with the poly hair, the pixelated face screening, stuff like that. But it's like a give and take, and I think we got a lot more give than we did take, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. They just give me like old school Mattel playline doll vibes. I don't know. I like them. I'm very much a big fan. Love this. There is an Anna and an Elsa in this collection too. Had no idea until I was checking out, and then I was like, I'm good. I don't need to buy those. But they exist. Obviously, the next time we have a round, if they did 4, I would love to see Aurora, Jasmine, Rapunzel, and honestly, go crazy. Include like Esmeralda or someone, or Kita. You know, I mean, that won't happen. They're not part of the main lineup anymore. Or Mulan. Mulan would be great. She has a lot of fashion too. Hopefully we get another 4 of these next time they do something like this. And then of course, it wouldn't be me video updating you guys if I didn't show you that I also got the holiday Disney Illy boy. I think there's only 3 Disney boys, so I'm gonna get all 3. I think he's super cute. I thought he was the one with the cochlear implant, but I guess it's the girl in the set, so that's good to know too. But yeah, just cute. I love his little corduroy pants that are actually made out of corduroy, and then he has some cute little combat boots. But love the Disney Illy dolls, love the boys, love the girls. All right, guys, and I will see you in my next one where I don't film a video with my AC off when it's 100+ degrees outside. Bye. Egregious. I wonder if I can return opened items. It is Walmart. They'll let you return a baby. Okay, so I tried to fix Ariel's polypropylene hair. This is the before, and then this is the after. It's smoothed and curled a little bit, but I think I overheated it because it did get a little fucked in the back. And that makes $399.